Good day. I think it's the 15th. Hold on. Yeah, it's Sunday, September 15th, 2024. I've got a couple things to say right now. First, before I forget, it's about normalizing the term and the use of the term reptilian. You sick freaks better get the hell away from me. I'm not playing. Started my day basically just like going down the list of things that God needs to get rid of, to like improve the world. And they're like at the top of the list, near the top at least. Like they're a serious problem. Anyway, I decided that you know how we have all these like terrible words, that are like meant to like crush people, like the N word, and that's the first word that came to mind. Well, I was thinking we could do that with the word reptilian. We could just start like using it in a negative connotation, like it just means like total like unworthy scum. Yeah, it's not cool, okay? And the reason why is because the ones who refuse to evolve indulge in wickedness. And that's it, Yeah. The other thing is, I helped this guy yesterday who was suffering in the street. I got to see some real life just nastiness, I got to like care for somebody, to try to like do the right thing. And it was for the right reasons. Stop them from messing with my phone, God. I don't consent. They're messing with my phone still, dude. I'm turning off my Wi-Fi right now because energy vampires and all this and that, And they don't like it when I talk about them. So I'm supposed to talk about these things to basically try to bring the consciousness of all beings in the universe up, right? We're down at this point right here. Like originally we were like up here and it's gone down. Okay. So what we're doing is we're going to go up higher than where it was before. Okay. I've talked about cosmic consciousness and how we are going to have these things. It's already happening, and it's happening through whatever way that God wants it to happen. And nothing's going to stop that, which is a good thing. Nobody should want to stop it. It's not something to want to stop. And reality, it's my job to figure out, like, why do people want to stop this? Why do people want to fight against, like, living better in this world? What is wrong with people, man? What is wrong with these sick freaks? What makes it so that they want to just settle for a bunch of sickness? Especially the ones that are claiming to be like, hey, there's a hummingbird. The ones that are claiming to be like supreme beings are like the master race, superior beings, It's like, wait a minute. If you were really the master race, wouldn't you be doing better than this? We've got a lot of work to do, guys, before we can call ourselves a master race, I'm telling you. Yeah, so all these things, like, it's going to become normal to talk about What is this? And finding words to describe, hey, no, no. Like these standards that have been settled for, these lower standards. What is the nature of humans that makes them want to settle for lower standards? I could go into detail about it. So I woke up this morning and I'm like ready to just like, I talk about the fabric of reality needing to be repaired. Well, I'm ready to just like tear out a hole and just like replace it with a huge patch of something else. See, and God's guiding me to speak about certain things in order to be able to address this. Because what's going on right now is I'm still being terrorized. I'm still being censored. I'm having my electronics messed with, man. This ain't cool. It's not cool at all, dude. It's like beyond torture. Because not only am I like experiencing these things that are trying to torment me and all this, I'm tasked with understanding it and explaining it and finding actual resolutions to these things. And I'm not getting paid for it. I'm being kept in poverty and homelessness. Well, you sick freaks try to make money off this information coming out as a result of cosmic consciousness. You don't get to control the narratives about these things. It's my job. Not a single one of you. So, I don't know, man. I'm all over the place in this video. Like, I woke up this morning with this guy that was dying last night. Apparently, he made it out of the hospital. And he's making all this noise. He pulls up right behind my car, starts making all this noise, and then starts banging on my window, asking me if I'm awake. And I'm like trying to sleep, dude. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, people just don't care, man. And yeah, there's reasons for that. And it's like drugs, alcohol, damaged lives, mental illness, spiritual illness. I understand all that. And I have a certain amount of tolerance for it. It's like, yeah, I can handle it. But the thing is, dude, you were dying in the street, crapping yourself last night. Now you're just running around singing like it's no big deal. I was the one who called the ambulance for him, dude. I wasn't going to just watch him die like everybody else was. I mean, I don't know if other people knew what was going on. I drove by and I see this guy and he's struggling. And I'm like, are you okay? I meant to ask him, like, is it okay to like park here? And he was dying, man. Like, he was poisoned or something, having diarrhea in the street, laying down in it, butt naked. Yeah, that was my night last night. And this morning, he's back. He parks right behind me, and he's making all this noise to wake me up. I'm like, dude, I went through hell last night, like, looking at you dying. What? Like, you need help. Like, okay, I get it, but like, it's almost just like people just don't get. It's like it never even happened. Like, I don't even know if he knows what happened to him. And I'm like, chances are he's going to do it again, if it was self-inflicted. And if it wasn't, getting sick like that is like a sign that the body can't fight off whatever's happening to it. So it's like being unhealthy, eating unhealthy, living unhealthy. A lot of that is a choice. It's a lifestyle. A lot of sick people who are accustomed to the sickness they're just settled for it, man. Like, yeah, okay, fine, we'll live in sickness and squalor and eat garbage and just whatever. Just, yeah. Like it's normal to them. My dad, my adopted dad, was the same way, man. The guy was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. When he was doing better, he wasn't. Like, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, man, I've seen it. And I've experienced it, the nasty lifestyles going on. And I've lived through it. And I know what kind of mentalities arise. It's like basically people accept defeat. They accept the sickness. And they settle for it. That is like not sane. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. Okay, so I talked about the reptilians. I talked about the settling for sickness. I talked about consciousness, cosmic consciousness. And how it's my job, basically, to address these things. The behaviors, the attitudes, the mentalities, the sentiments. And it doesn't matter if any of you sick freaks hate it. These things need to be known and understood in order to be able to raise the consciousness of all beings. There's no controlling the narratives about these things. There's no pushing me out of the way or covering me up. There will be more people interested in me being uncensored and allowed to be able to do the work that I am called to do than there will be sick, evil freaks who want to censor me. It should not be tolerated that anybody censor me. Period. I have solutions to problems that not a single one of you sick, ungrateful parasites has. I'm not going to apologize for calling you names and bullying you stupid retards because you think you're better than me. Or that I deserve to live in poverty and homelessness and have to suffer through being terrorized and having my phone messed with, you stupid evil freaks. If I wasn't mad about all this, there would be something wrong with me. I'm supposed to be angry about this. How I express that anger is, that's kind of where it depends whether or not it's like constructive. I'm seeking to be as constructive as I possibly can under the circumstances of being kept in poverty and homelessness and still being censored, terrorized, and isolated, having my phone messed with. I mean, it's just going to inevitably result in me being put into the position that I need to be put in. And the sick, evil freaks that are trying to fight against me doing all these stupid things, it's going to be like they never even existed. Their opinions never mattered. That's what it's going to be like at a certain point. People are going to be like, no, yeah, like, what was everybody thinking? What is the purpose for wanting to fight against somebody like this? Is actually trying to do good and be good and actually, like, help us. I will be talked about and written about for thousands of years because of who I am and what I have done and what I am doing. It's me. Not any of you. I'm not going to pretend like I'm not as important as I actually am. Especially when I already know who I am. And I'm seeking to be as humble as I can about it and grateful. I don't even talk about it. I mentioned it a few times. I don't go into specific detail. like I've said, man, God is testing people. See how they treat me, man. See how they treat me when they don't know who I am. When they don't know who I am. I've already explained enough to give people an opportunity to try to, like, treat me right. And I don't want to have to scare people into trying to treat me right, dude. What is wrong with people? I'm not the problem, dude. I never was. Yeah, I turned off my Wi-Fi because when I start speaking about this stuff, strange things start happening. And a lot of bad energy gets sent to me. I can feel it. It's a very low vibrational feeling of fear. It's very familiar to me. Now I know why. I'm like immune to it now. There's a term in Proverbs. It's called the desolation of the wicked. That's what it is. I don't think I could find it easily enough to make it worth looking it up right at the moment in the Bible. But, yeah, it talks about when the desolation of the wicked comes. That's normally when I get down on my knees and I start praying, man. The fear comes, it's like, oh, here it goes. Here it goes. God help me. Jesus protect me. Yeah, it's not a joke, man. I learned in 2023 about all this stuff with the internet and these energy vampire freaks. It's what they do, man. They can operate through lower frequencies, and that's how they do their thing. And I've been explaining this. Again, where are the paranormal researchers? Where are the psychic researchers, man? I'm not a normal human. Keeping me like this in poverty and homelessness is about as retarded as it gets. At least, like, put me in a Motel 6, dude. I'll keep doing what I do. It's just like, come on, dude. Are you, like, trying to, like... They're trying to kill me, man. They're trying to censor me. They're trying to drive me insane. I'm a good-hearted man. You should be trying to help me so I can help you. Not doing the opposite. There's no good incentive to working against me. It's all delusion. Like, literally, man. It's delusion. And so there's these other beings that are trying to convince people that I'm, like, not a good person, or, like, it's worth bringing bad things into my life and all this, and censoring me and all this. I'm well aware of what's going on. And I'm not crazy. It's all coming out in the tarot readings as I'm dealing with this, and it's talking about what I'm doing. I've been documenting this for over a year. I've been getting censored, isolated, and terrorized. It's time to stop working against me. Everything will be better as a result of allowing for me to do what I need to do. Nothing good comes out of not allowing for me to do what I need to do. I don't want to go over it a billion times like I already have. I'm tired of it, man. Do I have a right to exist in this world doing what God wants me to do, or not? I mean, that's really, like, the question asks, like, do I? Why do I have to fight just to be able to, like, exist in this world in the way that I'm supposed to? What is wrong with others? They're making them want to fight against me. I'll leave it right there.